Hi everyone, welcome to Gio's Nutrition Kitchen live on the Brook Body app every Thursday, 1:30. We cook together and today we're going to make something fabulous for a post-workout meal. Who joined me for Gio Lux today? I want to see hands when you guys all come on board. If you did join me for Gio Lux, you're probably really hungry because we worked out hard. And post-workout, I like to make sure we get in a lot of protein, fiber, and good fat, which is why today we're going to make an avocado protein wrap. So join me in the kitchen. I'm still in the workout outfit. This is real life. Who do we have here today? We don't have anyone yet, but I'm going to keep on going, knowing that you guys can always tune in after. What I love about these recipes is that we can make them quick, all right? So I want everyone to set their oven, if you're cooking along with me, at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? 375 degrees. Hello, Nicole. Welcome to my kitchen. Make sure you have 2 eggs, which I did not make sure of in advance. So I'll take them out now. 2 eggs. See, we keep it really like real for you in this kitchen. And you'll need some avocado. You'll need lemon, salt, and I recommend having some almond flour because we're going to bake this batter. The almond flour will bind it. If you don't have almond flour, a little Parmigiano Reggiano cheese can go well as well, okay? And then we're going to turn this into something that you can eat on its own, or you can eat it as a sandwich, right? Something delicious and tasty. If you have any questions, you can use this chat box. I'll be sure to tune in. Hi, Heather. It's so funny. It doesn't show up who's on the chat live, but you guys are chatting here. So if you show me who's here and your name, I'll be able to say a special shout out to you. Also, if you have any questions, I only took out 1 egg. What's wrong with me? I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. It's because I didn't drink enough water today. Not enough water and a lot of sweat. Okay. So 2 eggs is the recipe, 1 avocado. I recommend having a blender. A lot of my recipes call for a blender. So to open up the avocado, I always wash the skin beforehand. You want to wash the skin when you're using a knife because it's getting into the flesh. So make sure you make that a part of your avocado journey. I would like you to take a spoon then, okay? And we're going to just simply scoop out the flesh. You've seen me do this quite a bit in Nutrition Kitchen. Scooping out the flesh, and it allows you to get all of the meat of the avocado. Hi, Christine B. Christine B, I get you twice today. What's going on here? I never get Christine B live. I get her twice. Now, here's where I say if you're a little angry, you can take it out on the avocado, but be careful. A nice way to take out the pit is literally putting it in the center of the avocado and twisting it. And there you get a nice, clean removal of the pit, right? So look how easy that is. You just drop your avocado into your blender. I'm going to remove this so it's not there on the screen. Okay, now we're going to drop our eggs in here. So crack your egg over a bowl first so that no shells get into the blender. No one wants shells. Okay, 2 organic eggs, preferably room temperature. Mine are a little cold. Sorry. That's what happens when we're human. Lots of mistakes, never perfection. And then about a tablespoon of lemon juice. I eye it. For me, a tablespoon is about 2 squeezes, okay? We're going to put a drop of some sea salt, pink Himalayan for me, and that's it. I'm going to now put my cover on. Make sure it's nice and tight. We don't want to overblend. It is a special Christina B day. Should we call March, is today the 19th, Christine B day? Christine B, I never get you live. Why do I get you live today? Can I get you live more? She brings a certain kind of energy, doesn't she, Heather? All right, we're going to now blend this right here on my NutriBullet. Not too much. You don't want to overblend this. If you overblend it, it's going to become too liquidy and we want more of a batter. Now I'm going to take some almond flour. Truth be told, you don't have to do this step. I'm going to do it because the almond flour is going to help bind it This is a little bit more liquidy than the cottage cheese wrap we do, but it gives you options, okay? You might get sick of the cottage cheese wrap. You might want to get more avocado into your diet. You might want to just try different textures and stuff. So you want to play in the kitchen. If you play in the kitchen, you're going to be excited about your journey, your wellness journey. My husband and I have been playing, and I don't know if you saw my Instagram post, but he made these phenomenal St. Patrick's Day cupcakes out of matcha and protein powder. They felt like we were cheating and we weren't. So you could have some fun. This is almond flour. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons. I don't want to blend in the almond flour with the blender because I want to make the batter a little thicker. So what I'm going to do is use my spoon and I'm just going to mix it in like this. Fold it in is the word, okay? So once you see it's all incorporated, we have a batter. All right. The next part is fun. Oh, thank you, Christine. Was it a good, I can't say it's a good workout. It was mine, but for me, it felt like a good workout. I like your opinions though. It is a wellness day. I love Thursdays. I get to spend my whole day with you guys, morning and night. All right, so we're going to take some parchment paper. Parchment paper is your friend when you bake. So we're going to just take it to the size of a pan. Now watch what I do. You ever put the parchment paper down? Look. It kind of stays, but not really. I'm not throwing this out, I promise. Crumple it up. Open it. And now look. See how it stays much more? A little culinary trick. That was easy. Otherwise, it drives me nuts getting that to stay. We're going to pour our avocado batter right onto the pan, okay? Now, how long does this take to cook? That's a good question. Anyone going to try making this, or is this something that you're like, not my jam? I'm curious. Will you try this one at home? If you try it at home, leave it in the oven for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20. I would say the sweet spot's 17, 18 minutes. And everybody's oven's different. At 375, and then the trick is to not touch it when you take it out. Allow it to cool. Because if you do, it's going to break. You're going to see it's going to break and you're going to be like, what the heck? However, even if it breaks, use it as chips. Have fun with it. Don't allow yourself to get too discouraged in the kitchen. Mistakes happen all the time. You get to choose what you do with it. So once you have it in this round form, use your spoon. You want it to be thin, like a tortilla. Okay? We're going to make it into like a flatbread. And I'm going to just circle it around. You could either do a rectangle or a circle, whatever your jam is. Either one is okay. Okay, make it nice and thin. This part feels meditative. But here's the trick. You want to make sure it's even on all sides. Otherwise, it's not going to bake evenly. Mine's looking more like a square. It's a little rectangle. It makes me want to taste it, but I won't taste it because there's raw egg in here. Now, if you want to glam it up a little bit, you could always add some sesame seeds. Why not? Any other thing you want to add, like red chili flakes. I'm going to add some sesame to mine. Make it a bread. See how easy this is? You're just smearing it on top. Okay, in here with the eggs and a full avocado, right? You have some good fat. The almonds, good fat. Fat, like almond flour is literally blanched almonds, ground. You can make it on your own. Watch what I do to sprinkle this up a little bit. I'm going to, where is it? Well, I can't find my sesame seeds, but that's okay. I think it's in my spice rack. You know, when you want to find something, you just never do. It's hilarious how that happens. I'll check one more time. I'm sure after I teach you guys, it's going to pop right up. Okay, no sesame seeds today, but we're going to put a little, for me, I like spicy. This is Calabrian chili pepper. You don't have to do any spice. And this goes right in the oven. You guys see that? This goes right in the oven. So far, avocado, 2 eggs, a pinch of pink salt, yes, and I did some lemon juice. I did 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, okay, Christine? Fantastic. This goes right in the oven for 16 minutes. And once it's done, you take it out. I'm going to show you the finished product. and you get avocado bread. Okay, so I made one batch beforehand, so you guys didn't have to wait for the 16 minutes. Lemon juice was in it. So we're going to, I thought I took a plate, I did. We're going to now show you some options in the kitchen on how to turn this bread into something a little bit more tangible for lunch. So honestly, you could treat this as avocado chips if you'd like, but I'm going to turn this into a little bit of a flatbread. Why not? I just made a mess. So I want to add more protein. It's hard for me to get enough protein in. It really is. For women in general, we need to have protein. So I'm going to take some Greek yogurt. How hot's the oven? 375 degrees, Christine. And I would say cook it for about 15. Heather's a good student. She's paying attention. That Heather Tesky doesn't mess around. Heather, you're paying attention, aren't you? You better have a notebook with you. I'm going to quiz you after. I'm just kidding. So it's going to be about 15 to, I think I did this a little bit longer because I like it cooked. See how mine's brown? I'm going to say 18 minutes. Now look, I'm going to take the Greek yogurt. I'm going to put it in a bowl. Why not add some more? And I also had Greek yogurt today in my shake. This is not my first meal of the day. I think we need to eat as women. I don't want to have that skinny Demi Moore look. I don't know. Should I have said that? It scares me. The women at the Oscars in their middle age are looking frighteningly thin. I want to look healthy. I'm going to add some olive oil and I'm going to add a dash of lemon juice. I don't want to be that thin. I want to be strong. I want to protect my body. And I know that by eating, I get to do that. I'm a big believer in eating. All right, so olive oil, Greek yogurt, you mix that all up. You have a starter cookbook? Well, I love it. All right, so now we're gonna put this on one of the sides. Pour it right over. See that? Isn't that pretty? Just showing you ideas. I'm gonna taste it. I would use this on salad. So good. Then I'm going to do a combination right here, okay, of arugula, some radicchio, some shaved carrots, some cucumber. Why not? I want all these vegetables. I want all the crunch. There's some red onion in here. Yum. Look how pretty that looks, right? I wanted to film this from my iPhone too, and I forgot. That's not good. All right. Look at that. Now, because I love olive oil and I love flavor, I'm just going to add a little more olive oil on top, a little more sea salt. Why not? Guys, I love food. Can you tell that I love food? Is it obvious? And now some leftover chicken that I had the other night. So this was chicken breast. Why get rid of this? We had it the other night. I place it right on top. Check that out. You have a gorgeous sandwich. You could either just eat this as an open face or fold it over like this, and you have like a pita bread sandwich. It's not the prettiest sandwich in the world. I actually like it open faced. And then you get to take, actually I'm going to fold it this way. It's too much bread for me. Look at that. You could use that bread for somebody else. I wish I made this prettier. It's going to be a little messy because the Greek yogurt is a bit dripping. However, it's a great moment for a bon appetito. Food all over my mouth. But it's so good. It's crunchy, it's healthy, it's clean. Do we have any questions? How much flour, Christina? That's a great question. You can do about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I did 2 heaping tablespoons. And I think this is enough for 2 people. You can use this wrap for another person. As you saw, I divided it in half because this sandwich is enough for me. Bon appetito. Next week, this is a bit messy, I'm not gonna lie. We'd want to be sitting at a table with a glass of Pellegrino, enjoying this. But it's quite pretty, you have to admit. I can't make everything elegant. Sometimes it's like life. It's a little messy, but quite healthy. Avocado, chicken, arugula, cucumber, carrots, radicchio, Greek yogurt, eggs. You do the math. You do the protein. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you for saying my recipes are the best. Sometimes they are. Sometimes they're a little messy, but I think this one is a quick one. You saw how quick it was. Yeah, you do have to make the avocado wrap, and you can make a few of them at once, by the way. Save them. They would last you 2 to 3 days in the fridge. I would say 3. I don't like to hold things for more than 3 days. I know people like leftovers. After 3 days for me, I don't hold on to food. But this is a great post-workout. What are we making next week? Next week we're going to do a salad. We're going to do a roasted beet with some cannellini beans, excellent source of protein, and kale. And I know some of you might not like kale, but I'm going to show you a way to make kale really tasty. Everything from how we chop it to how we treat it and how we toss it. And it's going to be a gorgeous salad. But if there's any recommendations of something that you want to see, you can write it in this chat box. Otherwise, buon appetito, mangia bene, and enjoy this phenomenal avocado wrap bread. I think we're going to call it Gio's Avocado Bread. What do you think? All right, everyone. I will see you next Thursday for the class, for the food. And if you have any questions, you can comment below. Let us know your thoughts. We're listening.